All right. Testing, testing. 1, 2. Hello, everyone.
Hello, what's up?
Hello, Internet. Welcome to Game Theory.
That would be a very that's hi guys. I am Aaron. I'm the director of Lime and Lemon, and I have brought along with me today two of our friends here. This is Thea in the bottom right corner, if I can figure out what my directions are, and RJ in the bottom left
Hello.
corner. And we are the cast of Lime and Lemon. We're just three of the cast members of Lime and Lemon. I play Seesaw, the seagull, on top of being the director and writing the music for the series. Thea is the voice of Lime, and RJ is the voice
Hello.
of Lemon.
Hi, it's Lemon.
Yep, it certainly
I
is.
would love to do the voice, but I am sick.
For legal reasons, she cannot do the voice.
Yeah.
For legal reasons. Yeah, if
So-
I do, I will curse everybody out.
Anyway, thank you for coming to our Post-Mortem Livestream, or if you're watching this after the fact, thank you for coming to our Post-Mortem
The
Livestream.
VOD.
Yeah. I think
We love you too, VODers.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
So the objective for this stream is, first and foremost, we're actually going to stream out the video as it is, and we're gonna just kind of commentate over it and talk about some of the experiences we had along the way with it. have some fun with it, and then after that, we'll open up to kind of a short Q&A session, allow anybody who has questions to voice their questions. So if you are in the chat and you have questions that you want to ask us, by all means, feel free to put them in. And it's not that we're ignoring you. We will absolutely take up your questions just at the end of the video once we're done with the first part of the stream.
Let's cue them up now.
Yeah. So this video, the season 2 compilation, will go live tomorrow without our commentary and without all of the pomp and circumstance. And it is actually already live, uncommented on our Ko-fi, which you can subscribe to for $1. On there, you'll get all of our previous season soundtracks. All of the comics are up there with the ability to download them, which that particular ability is not available anywhere else currently. And you'll
high-res downloads.
Yep, you'll also have early access to some of our video content, like this compilation, which was released last week for our Ko-fi users. And also you'll have early access to what's coming up very shortly, which is the Season 2 soundtrack, which on the Ko-fi end is going to include several bonus tracks. It's kind of wild how much music is on the soundtrack for Season 2, because with the bonus tracks, that entire album is 37 minutes in length, so like it's nearly a 40-minute album, and now there are some songs that are repeat on there because some of the bonus tracks are extended versions of pieces that we ended up using for the show, but there's 40 minutes of musical content on that soundtrack if you get the full version, which the video that will go up next week on Friday is not going to have all of that. I think the video is only going to be 23 minutes long, and it's not going to include all the bonus tracks. So
And trust me, you want the bonus tracks. Aaron and I went over the soundtrack over this week, and I was like, oh, these are good bonus tracks. You want the bonus tracks, trust me.
Oh yeah, no, the bonus tracks are definitely the superior versions of a lot of the music, in my opinion. So it's worth paying that $1. Yeah, go ahead.
What if next time we do bonus tracks, we just include several, like, really poorly performed songs by Lemon or Lime or Seesaw? Like, I don't know, Lime singing Freebird.
If you want to go through the trouble of doing that, I'm not going to tell you no. Like,
it's just like a random thought I had. Literal 2 a.m. thought.
There's a I think we'll get to it because I think it was this season. But there's a moment in the comic where I did an impromptu cover of a David Bowie song. That's one of my favorite moments. It
was like in the,
yeah, it was
in the F5, no?
Yeah, it was the F5
it was one
comic,
of the the Rockstar one. Yeah, well, I can talk more about it when we get to it in the compilation. But I asked Aaron basically, do you want me to actually sing a David Bowie song? Because it says I'm singing something. And he was like, sure, man, go ahead. And I just one taked Space Oddity. Yep. And it was like, yeah.
So, when we go through this video, which we are about to start up, my goal for the video is to let it keep playing as much as we can, because if we allow ourselves to pause every moment somebody wants to talk, we're going to be here all night.
Oh, we're going to take like 3 hours, no?
Yeah. So my goal is to let the video play when it can, but if there is a good reason to stop, I am not above stopping the video. So we will dominate the Season 2 compilation with our commentary for the most part. If you are watching the stream and you want to hear it unedited, if you're impatient, go subscribe to our Ko-fi. It's already up over there. If you are patient, you can wait for it tomorrow. And
don't be patient in this one instance.
Do not be
Go
patient.
Subscribe to the Ko-fi.
Actually, exercise about 1 to 2 hours worth of patience. Finish the live stream, then go to the Ko-fi.
Yeah. Definitely.
Light patience. Okay, so we are gonna.
Aaron has seen
Yeah.
Aaron has seen all the Lord of the Rings director's commentary, so Aaron, I trust you to know when to pause. You're the master of director commentary, so
Well,
you'll know when to.
I'll
when
tell
to
you
stop.
this: in the director commentaries, they never pause. They never
Exactly.
pause. So if we can avoid it, we should avoid it. All right, you guys ready?
I'm ready.
All right, here we go. Okay, I'm monitoring the audio
It's all she knew how to do.
on the video.
It looks
as
good
well.
on my end.
Yeah.
Oh, a fun fact about this one is that it's actually the first ever comic I voiced for Lime 11.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I thought it was a very interesting choice as the first one because it's sort of, moody Lime, So it's like, oh, my first my first hearing of Thea as Lime was very much moody Lime, which I thought was interesting.
Emo Lime.
Emo
Indeed.
Lime.
Which I will say was not intentional because we weren't planning on recasting Lime. And that was the problem. When Liz left, because Liz was our first voice actress for Lime, and she did an amazing job. But when Liz left, it was kind of sudden, and so we didn't know that we were going to have to deal with that, and it ended up becoming a thing we had to deal with. But Thea knocked it out of the park, in my opinion, for that being her opening session.
What's the mayor's son doing here?
So a little ways back, I did this line and I sang a little bit of Sabrina Carpenter's Espresso, and I was like, and Aaron's like, I like how you sang that there. Did you make that up? And I'm like, you've never heard the song Espresso? So I was able to introduce Aaron to the wonderful world of Sabrina Carpenter that day.
I already knew about Sabrina Carpenter. Don't feel that hype.
I'm sorry, did you just say espresso twice?
Why don't you go out there and ask him what
Espresso twice?
Do you not enjoy it?
Espresso. Did you pronounce it espresso?
Do you not enjoy a nice cup of espresso?
I'm going to kill myself. Also, there's an issue with sound balancing because the first comic was quiet, and then the second one just blasted me in the ears, and I could barely hear Aaron.
I will say, so I did just correct for the sound balancing there on the stream, but part of the reason for that is because I don't think Turdy, who's our video editor for this, and he did an amazing job, but I don't think he really messed with the sound as much when he was putting this together.
This is what it's like to play one of your games.
So Purdy has an issue with making things a little bit too loud.
In Thea's
Or not
opinion.
using the entire set of sprites provided for a video. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. We love you, Turdy, though.
Turdy does a lot of work for making sure that I don't have to do a lot of work. Because I used to be I used to be the video editor on all of this, and I needed to step back because it was too much for me. Also, we didn't get the chance to mention this. The voice of Steven is also a new voice actor we added to our roster. One of many, voiced by our friend Teddy.
Teddy!
So, yep. Very fun voice.
Teddy did a great job.
Yes, very fun voice. Steven has become a personal favorite around the
So,
proverbial
okay,
office.
question, because I keep asking this for clarification purposes. Is he Steven or Stefan?
Steven, this is a thing in America. We will often pronounce the PH as a V because we don't treat the PH as a F, even though I know in Europe you guys do.
She seemed pretty mad at you for a while.
No, those are two separate names. I'm asking because
It's like the Grateful Dead song Saint
you
Steve.
referred to him as Stefan at several occasions.
I don't refer to him as Stefan. His name
I literally heard you refer to him as Stefan.
his name is Steven with a PH.
Okay, so he's just a weird.
Yeah.
It's like Saint Steve in the Grateful Dead song, if you ever heard that one. Saint
No, I haven't.
Stephen,
So, okay. He's
Uh-huh.
he's Stevie Weirdo. There we go.
Just don't make anything rude.
Why are you looking at me like that?
It's like a little bit more of an odd. Oh my
So
God!
this
Is that
comic-
episode? Wait,
Yeah.
This
we
comic was
just came
very
back to this.
interesting.
Yeah,
Yeah,
runway
this comic
model.
was interesting. Because Thea had to train us to sound like girls for this.
I was just going to say that.
We got
yeah,
to-
I had to like put those to their vocal training.
'Cause I was
On, like,
absolutely,
3-hour
I was
notice,
I have no idea
basically.
how to do this.
Well,
She
yeah.
was going out to grab
I will say
The trick is
It's
make yourself
here!
sound like a valley girl.
The only thing I've ever needed in life.
that was the trick.
Survive the board game.
Um,
Follow the boys.
and
Yeah,
then-
you had
and-
other
It's
notes that were
real? I
like
thought you
where
made
to
it up.
rest your voice that were actually really
How
good
do we
too.
play it?
Yeah.
Each player must choose one
And then
hair
we got
piece
to
that
repay
represents
her the
music styles
favor
of each of the
in
members of every
literally
tribe.
like the following
After
comic,
choosing
this
their
one
pieces,
here,
players will
where
compete against each other by picking
Lime, if
instruments,
you're
lyrics,
unfamiliar with
and
the short,
musical
you'll see it
notation
come up
parts
very
that will
shortly
help
here.
them achieve musical
Uh,
genre dominance.
Lime
What is
does
exactly
a boy role.
Oh, that
In order
line
to
took me
win,
such a
player must
long
have
time
instruments, lyrics, and tunes to match
to
their selected
record.
style. Only once the player has enough
I'm just
cards to
looking
make
at
their
the comic and I have
That's the lyrics and
PTSD.
tunes that match his instrument. Does the player
Do you
receive the
understand
superstar
how
status to win?
different that is to pronounce in
So,
one solid
who's ready to
take?
play?
Like, that's a Frankenstein.
Deal me in.
I'm so.
I'm dyslexic.
So. what
So
do
is
we do
RJ.
now?
So is my dad.
And also, I don't agree with you having to repay the favor because I voice modulated on my own because I, in fact, have actually voice acted guys before. You had to give me some pointers on like, oh, this is too high, this is too low. Because I was going for a fucking
What kind of instrument?
Gerard Way impression, and you keep telling me that I went too high.
Guys.
Well,
Oh, Gerard Way.
I mean, high and low is something that has been, we've had to deal with that throughout Lime and Lemon, so it's not exclusive to this short.
All right, get ready. Get ready for my big moment, guys.
Oh my God, let's hear it.
Oh dear.
The face.
Small affair.
Go back to the
Oh my gosh.
Where's the music?
What happened to the music?
Calls out to the boys.
It's
What?
Responds in silence. Hateful never express the true feeling of
I
his
think
sexual
something
Lemon.
happened to the music
My friend
there.
Jesse is running a live art show in a couple days.
Yeah, like
Something.
the first chord on the piano is gone.
I didn't know you had another friend.
Of
That's
course I have
weird.
friends. Who do you think I am? Some sad loner who sits
God.
all day waiting for people to play board games with? On second thought, don't answer that. You just didn't know
Love
I
the
had
Oh,
a
the
friend
SpongeBob
because
sound
you weren't
effect.
worthy of being part of my inner
God.
circle.
Inner circle?
Yeah, you know.
I have mixed
Close
feelings
friends
about the
that made our
SpongeBob song
creatures
because
What
the
happened to
sound-
my audio
A lot of
quality
them
in
have
this
moved
one?
on, but I still know some people.
I think
Jesse
this
is
was
an
the first
awesome
one that
artist.
I had to
I
edit,
think you'll be impressed.
so I don't think I had it
Alright,
locked
fine.
in at this point.
You have my interest. Let's go visit.
My
this
audio
inner
quality is like
circle of
grainy,
yours.
but I don't
Sounds
know,
great.
maybe it's just
I will
me.
go tell Chessie I got my date. See you in 2 days.
Yeah, it doesn't sound
Wait.
terrible to me.
You're what?
Oh my
See you
gosh,
in 2
I
days
can't
was
wait
such
to
a
see her
tough
show.
line to
The
get
way she does art
right.
is so awesome.
Ugh.
Hey,
If we go over
okay.
every line that was tough to get for me, we will be stuck here forever.
I'm fine.
Need I remind you that I am Russian?
No, really? You'd never have guessed.
So Lime, when you said the other day,
I bring that up literally every time I struggle because I keep switching into a somewhat Russian accent according to Aaron.
So here's Chessie, who's played by one Sarah Jane Heyman, who went to college with me and Aaron.
Yep.
Sort of special.
Everybody did at this point.
Very good friend.
They either went to college with us or are in the other side of the planet.
Yeah.
Yeah, literally.
Yep.
Either or.
She,
Either or.
It's either just straight up your acquaintance
Or
or outsourced labor.
Yep.
well,
Cheap
Either-
outsourced labor.
It's either the old college
Oh.
bros or.
there is Oda right there. You guys missed the Oda.
You're in the splash.
Oh.
Well,
The first set of pieces I call.
we hear her pretty much every monthly checkup at some point, and I hear her nearly daily, so.
What was that she said again about the splash zone?
Oh, fun fact
One
about
of the things
this.
that is always fun. Oh yeah, you go, Aaron. Go.
Fun fact about this: the blue paint was originally red paint, and I told Eve, our artist, to change it because I was like, You do realize that in that panel, it looks like there's blood just that splattered all over them.
It has to be. Otherwise.
Can I get a little bit of input on this? Because, like, just get in something. It would have been very funny
Unfortunately, all the vegetables
to make it, like,
quickly spoiled.
bright neon pink.
We couldn't prevent frost
Because
proliferation.
not only does it not look like blood
Once that happened,
if you're not
creatures
chronically
turned
online,
to
it looks like blood if you're chronically online.
That's right.
Interesting.
There's only one way to survive out here.
That's
I'm
Danganronpa
I'm
reference.
glad I
one of
met you.
one of my yeah, I was gonna say, but then you brought it up. You know, one of my favorite things about watching these at the end is I'll record like a bazillion different styled takes for Aaron, and what Aaron chooses is always fascinating to me.
Yeah, it's like I'm pretty sure I had like 4 or 5 lines that sounded better than this. Why do you choose the one where I sound like a freaking weirdo?
Because we want you to sound weird.
Because
It's more expressive.
Literally.
Because it's more expressive.
Lime is a weirdo.
That applies to Aaron and you, RJ, because now you select my lines.
I do.
So I have
Also,
Yeah.
yeah, okay, continue.
I have had a couple of shorts towards the end of the season where I let RJ pick my lines, because I did not want the burden, and it ended up being quite a fun to vice versa to see what he picked.
What you think? It's
Huh.
really cute.
So I had a little thing. So I'm pretty sure in the script for the previous episode where a line flips to the page where it says Seiko or Psycho, however it's pronounced.
Psycho.
I'm pretty sure it's Seiko. Oh, Psycho. Cool. It reminds me of a game about corporate hell and spirits. Anyway, yeah. So I'm pretty sure in the script it says that the person on the page should be a tanuki. Why is it a red panda?
Because somebody wasn't paying attention. But it doesn't really matter.
Somebody messed up.
There was a lot of interesting things because we have a giant script, right?
Mhm.
But sometimes I would read from the script, and sometimes Thea would read from whatever the final comic was. And there might be subtle differences like that.
Every once in a while, the
Just how
comic
they
is
did
just
it.
straight up missing a page.
Sometimes that happens. Sometimes things are completely different. And also the numbering system got off toward the end.
Oh,
And so
that.
so we were like, comic 41. Wait, isn't that actually 45?
Which one is it?
Yeah, so there was a lot of like backing and forth in between us to figure it out
So,
toward the end.
I can't
Season 3,
help
that issue has been
but
sorted
think.
out.
Creature's cape is
Okay,
as safe
okay.
as it
Sorry
gets.
for interrupting.
No, go for it. I finished.
Uh, I can't help but think that that scene, Aaron, if you could just like go back like 10 seconds for this comic.
Okay, give me a second.
Yeah, like 10, 15 now, I think.
Which scene?
A little bit earlier. There we go. So the next panel after this.
Next panel.
Yeah, just unpause it.
Looks really
Okay.
nice. I'm honestly surprised you didn't choose something more flashy.
Right, so
Yeah, go ahead.
But I needed something that was formal.
this looks like an ankle monitor.
It does a little bit, doesn't
Why
it?
do you need to carry a
Why
taser?
is Lemon J?
Creature's cape is as safe as it gets.
Lemon.
We need okay. We need to make a like Q&A. The funniest person gets a comic drawn. Why would Lime go to jail? What would she go to jail for?
It's a good one. That could be part of the question series.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
Why
like
would Lime go to jail?
we have to get public input on this because like if we're taking Lime as like
Wish me luck.
me
Mhm.
manslaughter or grand theft. But if we're talking about Lime as a character, it would be for something either incredibly stupid, like she would somehow go to jail for jaywalking,
Yeah.
or I don't freaking know. She would go to jail for like
Hazing Seesaw.
This could
not even that. I'm pretty sure they would just ignore it because Seesaw's annoying. But
It could give
There's a
me.
lot of cool
could
voice
give
actors
me-
in this comic.
You would
too.
be like
Yes, there is.
building a contraption and accidentally launching a kid into outer space or something.
Oh, here we go. Here's Chris Chatterton. So we had a.
Oh yes.
I love Chris Chatterton's voice so much. This was done by
Why
my
is
friend
his
DJ.
face like a permanent grin? He reminds me of Sans in all the worst ways possible.
Yeah, there's a lot of really cool voice actors in this one specifically, who are outside of like us. That
Yeah.
did just I thought such a banger job. I was when I first saw this, I was like, whoa.
Oh, the next line. Shh. Whew. That one was a certified nightmare. But like that goes for every single long like monologue that Lime has, because somehow Aaron managed to write the script with every word that's
What?
difficult to pronounce.
Good evening, everyone. Esteemed members of the town council,
Like,
mayor, since its creation over
that's a
30
talent.
years ago, the Games Club,
Revered
originally
was a
created
big
by
one for
Mr.
you.
Crafter, has been one of the town's
yeah, because
revered
like
and
there's
memorable
3 different
organizations.
pronunciations
Though
for it
has seen
apparently, and I
quite a
get
bit
the
of
British
downsizing over the
one.
years. With new leadership and a generous offering from the mayor's office,
Downsizing over the years with new leadership, blah 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 blah. Like so many, you know. Like, what is that? Why did you do this to me?
You have to remember
This games
that
festival used to
the
be hosted by
entire
the club
script
before
for
the
season
closing
2
of
was
Crafters,
basically written
and that's the
before
Was
we ever.
written
I
back
can say we are
when the
grateful to
other
once
voice
again
actress
have the
was on the
opportunity to put
team.
on this
Yeah,
festival
yeah,
showcasing
yeah, but
fun,
like,
friendship and unity possible through
dang.
sharing game time
Yeah.
with one another.
I mean,
For
like,
this year's festival, myself along
what's
with
the
our
problem
core
with the trial by
members,
fire?
Lemon and Seesaw the Seagull, will put together
I
several
think
activities to be enjoyed
you
by
if you
It's
guys
everyone.
watch
pronounced
this
We'll also be
Tessago.
coming
and
together
listen,
Banger
right?
line.
local businesses to cater to the
you'll
event,
notice your
including
improvement
Prince
throughout
Bakery
for sure.
and Cat Pacino Coffee, to name a few.
Yeah.
There will be live music as well, which will be placed
I
under the
just-
direction of Chester
Ugh.
Pot. As is tradition, the festival's admission will remain
Speaking.
at $5 per creature, with all proceeds going
Also,
to the creatures of
note
Terra
the
Foundation.
Madagascar reference.
Yes.
Has she filed permits for all this yet?
It's a city-run
Mauricio,
function, sir.
I
We
cannot
are the
move it
permits.
anymore.
Right.
We are the
right.
permits.
I swear to God, all this better get me reelected.
Right now, you're still beating out Toadstool by a couple points. Everything will be
Oh yeah,
fine.
by the way.
Oh, fun
Better hope
fact.
so.
Yeah.
It's your job on the line
Yeah.
too, you know.
Continue, Aaron. Sorry, you started first.
Well, I was gonna say,
Ugh, stressful.
two more voice
Don't get me
actors
old.
enter the scene here with
I mean the drink.
the assistant being
Once again,
my
want to thank
sister,
the generous donation and support of our
Mhm.
friends
and
colleagues who have elected us
then
to help run this event.
Colton
It is
being
with great
played
pride and
by our
honor
friend
that we
Iota,
commit ourselves to
who
creating
I'm
an
sure
engaging
Thea was
community
probably about to
driven
elaborate
festival
on.
that showcases the best of what
Yes, that
Creatures
was
Game
exactly
and
what
the
I was
whole
going to
Games Club
say.
has to offer.
Fucking
This
hell,
is
my
the cyber clothing
Sorry,
stores.
I just probably
Thank you
upped
to
the
our
rating
community
for
hosting this event,
every
and
person
thank you to
watching
Mayor Colton
by accidentally
who has
swearing,
allowed
but
us to run the event
anyway,
once again.
special thanks to our wonderful, amazing friend Iota for voicing Mayor Colton. Iota is my partner. I love him very much.
Well, I've been wanting to bring your game club back into the fold this event.
But
for
I
quite
just think
some
it's very
time,
cursed how the
especially
voice
since it was the
actress
same
for
club
Lime
that
is
created
dating the
this town
voice
in the
actress
first
for
place.
Mayor Colton.
Steven really needs to get out of the
Well,
house
you
more.
can.
It's not the same.
No, never mind. I'm not gonna finish that sentence.
No, continue.
I-
I'm very curious.
Semantics.
I'm
Oh,
sure
I-
this isn't the case, but I wondered, he says he's running against Toadstool, and every time I think he says that, my brain goes to, he's running against Princess Peach.
Well, I can't
Yeah, exactly.
And I'm like,
Anyway, thanks for letting me
that's a
pass.
good
Chuck
thing,
has
but
a
I
really
know
big
that's not
opportunity
true,
here
but
to
I
get
at the
something
same
back
time
in
I'm
the
like,
program.
Princess Peach
You know,
in this
you got a
economy.
pill on your hands again pretty soon.
Actually, not.
Just seems
It wouldn't be Princess
don't have
Peach, but
another
that would be a
Princess
really
incident,
interesting
please?
twist to
I
make
don't think we need to
Toadstool
handle
a
that again.
female, because
There
I think
won't be
there's an
any
impression that Toadstool's a male character, which if I haven't used
This is the
he
third
or him
time
to
this
describe
year Seesaw hasn't
Toadstool,
shown
I think I'm still
You did tase him.
I still have the ability to maybe do that gender
That's cool.
flip, which would be interesting.
I mean, you
I'm
could
surprised
still
you haven't
say,
already
like,
designed a Toadstool yet. Usually that's the kind
yeah,
of thing
you
that
could
walks in.
say Toadstool is still just like
Well,
uh,
maybe we'll just plan on playing something that won't
female-ish character.
And if he doesn't show up,
I don't.
after that,
I don't really have any reservations for Toadstool. I don't need a plan for him or her right now.
My name is Fox D.
Anyway, now I'm very curious about what oh, note the One Piece reference.
Oh, yep.
Yeah,
For which
this one
yeah.
this one was really kind of funny because Aaron obviously was trying to make this a like One Piece reference, and at first I didn't get it at all. You know what I mean? So I was like, you gotta be more piratey, Thea. You gotta be more yarg and merg. And Thea's like,
And I
"I'm
was doing
trying
a
to be
Luffy impression.
And I'm like, but isn't Luffy kind of yarg too? And she was like, no.
I think I think I actually had to. RJ was telling me the notes he was giving you, and I was like, RJ, this is One Piece.
Yes, yeah.
Yeah. Like,
and I'm like, oh. And One Piece isn't yarg.
can we circle back? Oh, this one's about eating people, isn't it? Anyway, can we circle back to what were you going to say about Ayura and I, Aaron?
Oh no,
I'm very curious.
Here, I don't think it's appropriate for me to finish the sentence, but I will at least give you context with 2 words: fan art.
Oh no. But I mean, it's not the worst thing that could have happened. By far.
Yeah.
At least they're both consenting adults that are not related to one another.
I mean, I don't know. Is Lime an adult? Have we established that?
I mean, at this point, Lime is living on a different continent, working and running a side gig, so I would hope she is, because otherwise that's really messed up.
What are the child
Why
labor
does she have
laws
a
in the Southern
full-time
Islands?
job?
Anyway.
I mean, you also did hire a 17-year-old to voice Lime and told me to sound even more like a child, so...
Well, I mean, how old is
questionable
SpongeBob?
judgment on your part.
How old is SpongeBob?
SpongeBob is an adult.
Exactly, but how high is his
Mr.
voice?
Krabs?
How does he act? He acts like a kid.
No, not really. He just acts like an immature adult. Like, I get if he was, like, playing Legos all day, but he goes to his job consistently. That's, like, where the most of his life happens,
Sounds
like
the
an
same
adult.
as he does in Camp Coral. So, like, as a kid, SpongeBob sounds exactly the same as adult SpongeBob.
I mean, that happens to people with, like, general higher pitches.
Exactly. Get skunked.
I love that good. That.
Besides, like, I'm pretty sure it's a family trading case with SpongeBob.
I remember I gave you a note. I was like, you need to sound more nasally, like you're holding your nose here, and I think you did a good job with that. I remember
that I literally held my nose for that one.
Yeah, exactly.
Also, that shriek was a good job too.
I wanted to watch you in your
For this one?
Yeah. Well, yeah. You gave like a, and it was beautiful.
You just want to watch?
Thea, your like screams and yelps are just like perfect. Like
I have very comical yelps. Yes.
Every time you like yell or do like a yip or something, I'm just like, this is peak.
Every single one of them is fit for a perfectly cut scream, and that is a skill I have cultivated with
This is my
time.
favorite line.
No, don't eat Tim the Baker!
I guess it's gonna be
Me
another
losing my
two-player.
mind. You're laughing into the microphone.
You're just losing everything.
Oh, yeah, I was like, I'm gonna let the darkness out for this one.
Well, most people forget that like Lemon can in fact just go all in on his kind of like villainry. Like Lemon always makes a good villain. I think it started in comic 1, like season 1 comic 1.
Okay.
Right? Like and a meteor
Oh,
comes out of the sky.
The Lime Nana, I forgot about this.
The lime dude, no.
Monkey Lemon is my favorite too.
Also, the freaking face on the monkey in this one is taking me out. Okay?
Lots of animals are fluffy.
Yes, but us Snookies are exceptionally fluffy.
So is a fox.
Eh. Well, how was I supposed to not guess lemon? I asked if you were an animal, and you said sometimes.
Too bad we didn't ever get chair
I
lemon.
thought it would be funny.
Yes.
We
Chair
should have made
lemons.
that. Where would the face be?
I don't know.
Hey, Lemon.
That's
Sorry,
not to
I'm a
ask.
little
Where
late. I was,
face
caught
be,
up on some stuff.
Mr. Director? Where would the face
I
be?
was a bit
In the least
surprised you wanted to
problematic
hang out with
spot
me
for a
without Lime
kid's
around.
cartoon.
Yeah, well, Lime has her own stuff going on with the games festival right now.
This was an interesting
I don't wanna
comic
bother her.
because
Besides,
I think
wanna
I
ask you
edited your
something
lines
she
and
didn't
you
even
edited my
realize.
lines. So I always
Oh.
thought that was like
Yeah.
cool that we picked each other's lines for
Seesaw,
this.
Is everything alright?
Yeah.
You guys went full
wow.
finishing each other's
That's very
sandwiches on
kind
this
of you.
one, huh?
Well, yes, I'm fine.
Love is an open door.
Alright.
I'm
Yeah.
pretty
I know
sure-
you've
Disney
been
adult
missing games a
alert.
lot recently.
Again, like,
You know, if there's anything
You
wrong,
quoted
can
it.
Tell me. I'm here for you.
Oh, well,
I have literally
very
taken
kind of you.
part as that character in the
I wanted to ask
official
you another question.
localization of the
You
musical.
probably don't know the answer, but I figured it was worth a shot.
Unfortunately,
Sure,
that
man.
stuff is
Sure.
ingrained into my brain because I
Why
spent like
like
2 years of my childhood in that project
Well, duh, dude.
as a
You're
major
two
character,
peas in a pod, completely
working my
inseparable. You probably know
off,
more about
you
each
know.
other
I
than
love the
anyone else on
illustration of the
entire
actual
planet.
peas in the
well,
pod.
maybe, but I mean,
The peas in the
does
pod,
she
yes, I love
like
those.
me?
Why are they both blushing?
If you
I mean,
took the bubbles out of this
well,
comic, you could probably get
what do you
something a
think?
lot more saucy than I ever intended.
I'm
For
really
what
confusing
now?
when it comes to stuff like that.
Oh, you,
Wow,
Aaron,
I
your
wouldn't worry
millennial
about
is
that.
showing.
Lime's
But no,
pretty straight
just a
shooter.
visual image
I
of
know.
Because she
Seesaw
tased me,
blushing
right?
is really funny to me
Because she's
because
very
birds don't
direct.
work
It's
like
because
that.
she tased you.
Because the way birds do work is just like Seesaw, where they use their wings as hands to hold
Croaky
pencils and
Lime,
notebooks.
Please have mercy on me.
Of course. Also, I'm sorry, but we have to turn the first. We have to turn the crying lemon into an emoji on the server. By the way, join our Discord server. It's fun. Second,
It's alright.
I
Steven opening the
insist.
door
Have a condition
was funny.
where none of
Yes,
the
it
muscles
was.
in my face allow me to smile, so everyone thinks something's wrong.
Also, I like how he
Because
looks
now
so like
predators will
detailed
make
and
me
sad
way
in this
too
one. And he's
fat,
literally
so-
just a 12-year-old.
Yeah, I know.
Have you told them it's a medical thing?
Yeah, but that doesn't matter. They think it's weird. You two are the only ones who've
You
treated
know
me
what?
nice,
This honestly could have
so
only
I'd
been
like
made
to
better
finally
by
do
like
everything
getting like a vignette on the
if you wouldn't mind.
background. And just like making it just like super
Can we do
like
Candy Kingdom
emotional.
again? I like that one.
You could have went like full,
What do you mean
like
you don't
like
wanna know?
this.
manga style
Coulda gone like
inking.
this.
I can get insider knowledge on
This-
Yeah, kind of, but like I'm talking about full on like.
aren't adding up. He doesn't seem evil.
You don't know him like I know him.
You know those like
He's nothing but
3
trouble.
frames per comic
Or
in
are you
a
blinded by
One Punch
something
Man
else?
manga series?
An attraction,
Like how
perhaps?
it's like serious for all of 3 frames,
What was
like
that
inking and
We're done
looking
now.
really, you know,
Lime, I'm telling you,
badass
there's
and
something
metal and
bigger
everything.
going on here. If you could
This
only
was-
but it's like
I don't want
2
Yeah.
or 3 frames.
This was probably our
It could have been that.
our most serious comic in terms of just the visual
You
style.
know? She
That is
Yeah.
not Lime. I'm saying this for lore reasons because I thought it was Lime the first time I saw the comic.
It's definitely not Lime.
It's not Lime.
Also, I am very proud of the music on this one because the music on this one
You
is,
ate with the music. Yeah.
is literally a direct reference to Avatar,
This
but
is what
also
you're going
uses
with?
Lime's theme.
You know, if the mayor asked me what games to play at the Summer Games Festival,
Then somebody heard
Why is
this.
Seesaw caked up in this one?
I don't know.
adult.
Well, the mayor didn't have
Somebody
to
heard
leave.
like
He has the leader
the little
of the Kids Club.
I forget what the
Only
instrument is
after
called in the
you've bragged
background.
and played big.
They were like, "Where's Uncle Iroh?"
I put in some initiative and got results. You, who clearly doesn't care about trying to be part of this club.
Also, can I just say, I love the facial expression work on Lime in this one. It's just like, yes, absolutely.
I only tased you because you were being a jerk.
Guys?
I told you I wasn't.
Sad lemon.
Margaret,
Yeah, Sad Lemon is
Again,
beautiful.
like so many sticker materials.
We do have Sad Lemon on one of our servers. I think it's on both.
Yeah, Sad Lemon is somewhere.
I think we do.
Up! Why are you two being so nasty
Also,
with each other?
we stand our anger issues, King.
She started it.
I love that. Well, she started it.
Ow. Yeah, like deserved.
This was oddly. It took a couple of takes to get exactly what Aaron wanted for this one.
It's hard because it's like, what do I want to convey about Lemon through this? Not simply in his dialogue, but in his delivery, right?
Yeah, I tried a couple different things, and Aaron's like, yeah, let's try this, try this. So we tried a bunch of things to make sure we got it perfect, and I think we did a good job.
Yeah.
It was a collaborative effort.
Why does Seesaw look so small in this one? I just noticed, like, he looks like a shunned little boy on this one. He is tiny. Isn't he supposed to be taller than Lemon?
He is taller than
Or Lime at this
He is
matter?
taller
Maybe
than
that's
Lime.
the point, Thea. Maybe it's art.
Maybe the art's trying to convey.
Maybe I'm making valid commentary?
Maybe
You are.
maybe
You are. You are making valid commentary. You're hitting on a really good part.
Maybe the art is supposed to convey something other than height in this instance.
Exactly.
Maybe you guys are bullying me?
No.
No, not at all.
We're ripping off your. You picked up on a really cool thing, and we're just trying to flesh it out.
I genuinely.
No, it's just like.
I think. Like, do you bring up a good point? Yes. Like, canonically, his height is taller than Lime, and I admitted that. But I also think the reason that the art's like that is because it's communicating something other than height in that instance, right? Seesaw's smaller because he is the person who's kind of feels more guilty, is more in the wrong. But he's just too. He's too conceited to admit it.
No chit Sherlock.
Dating is a different feeling.
So this comic I think is a great example. Every time I do lines for Aaron, I'll usually always do one line that's like kind of low energy and kind of monotone. And I feel like, I always, he could make an entire cut of Lime and Lemon where Lemon just sort of speaks like this the whole time and doesn't really care. And I feel like this one was on the lower energy side of it, so I'm like, oh, it's so there's a lot more, there's like at least 15 minutes of me doing this comic where everything is like super like a little more, I guess a little more intense. But it's but this one came out, and I like it. I like it being more chill. It gives a sort of morning after vibe, which I like.
Yeah. So that.
And there we go.
That was it. Because that's not the version that goes up on YouTube, which will have a little bit of a bumper at the end that will have the other videos on it. So, yeah, anything that we need to go back to?
We got we did. I mean, we got most of it. I'm pretty sure. We did lemon. Do you have? I mean, I think I'm good, but we'll happily talk more about stuff if either of you want to go to a different comic.
I mean, I'm just scanning right now. How do we feel about the ending of the season? As the people who worked on it.
I like it. I think it's good. I think that there is, a cool. I think in the season in general. I've talked about the season in general before I get to the ending, right? There is we see changes in the group. We see changes in the group's dynamic. We see new people. We also see old people handling those new people. So, when we get to, I think it's interesting that when the ending of it, hits ahead where the sort of trio has a riff, right? The duo gets back together, but there's a big sort of rift in that trio that we establish in the first season. We get to the end, so I think there's a good build up to that, and I think it leads into season 3 pretty well.
Yeah.
I think the ending will be even better once people see the start of season 3.
Yeah. Yeah.
I wonder what Seesaw could be up to.
I mean, like, legit, what is he up to?
Okay. Whatever.
No, you...
Did we get any questions?
No, we didn't.
Do we even have any viewers?
We've had one up until the very end of the video.
I think it was me. I think I was the viewer.
Well,
we just talked to the
I was like,
voice.
wait.
it's... Hey, I will tell you this, guys. Because I know
Vodders, we love you too, Vodders.
No, I'll tell you this.
Yes, we love the Vodders.
They're
The
actually...
Vodders are the only ones out there for us.
There are a decent amount of people who VOD. And also, I will say this too. Because I used to do video game live streams. And if you've seen any of my old YouTube channel stuff, not Lime and Lemon, before Lime and Lemon, you'll know that I would usually just spend 2 hours talking to myself, and it amassed me like a decent amount of subscribers after a while, and then I had some like really diehard fans who would always be at every stream because they just saw me talking to myself, they really liked my energy, and then they wanted to feed into it. So, I mean, on one hand, there are no questions, so we can...
What if I have a question?
You can definitely... We have the space.
Ask away.
We have the space.
What are your guys' favorite lines that you recorded this season? I think my favorite was Feast on the Bones of the Living, but what about you two?
Oh, that's a loaded question.
Well, she started
I know Thea has a lot of least favorites. Well, she started it. That's a good
Listen.
one.
Well, she started it. Ow!
That is a fun one.
That's a
I'd
good one.
say mine is like the various instances of yelping, screaming, and barking that I had to do for this season. They're like, they all have, because I have a very bad habit of trying to come up with witty names for everything. So I have like assorted growls, indignated barking, something or other screaming, and it's just like these 5 to 7 minute files of me just recording various yelps, screams, barks, yips, whatever. Like, I'm scared to think what my neighbor thinks of me at this point, because the walls are thin.
I still have the record.
Aaron says that to me all the time. I hope your neighbors are okay with you yelling. I'm like, that's fine.
I still have the unreleased recording of you punching your mic, which was quite hilarious.
Oh, so many times it just I get frustrated, so I throw things. My mic has been victim to that a couple of times.
I can't even...
Or just me slamming my desk and peeking my mic.
Yeah, you can't even tell what you're saying in the clip. It's just, I'm pushing. It's like...
Yeah, it's just like me having a crash out.
Yeah.
It's funny because we've always had bashed around this idea of a blooper reel, right? And I've always was like, man, I don't know about a blooper reel because I don't really have bloopers, right? Like I cut up all my lines very specifically.
It's
like,
just gonna be
I'm locked in
me
the whole
swearing
time.
up a
There's a lot
storm.
of there's a lot of good Thea, like, you know, swearing or, you know, saying things like, oh wait, in this comic this happens here, or like, just to let you know, blah 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 blah, or at the very end, yeah, I don't know what's going on, but you know. But Aaron's bloopers are peak. Like, he did an entire thing as like Luigi one time. He sang Country Roads one time. Like, there's at least a, like, I was like, I understand why Aaron wants bloopers, because his bloopers are just like top notch.
I mean, can we include me making an entire rendition of Buddy Holly by Weezer in Lime's voice? Technically a blooper.
I mean, if you did it in between takes because you were frustrated, yeah.
I didn't, but I did it in my spare time, and it's in the server. If anybody has the, you know, vague desire to join our Discord server, may that be a prompt.
I don't know if I'm gonna see Weezer again this year. They're playing at Tinley Park. It's a little far. I like
It's
Weezer,
crazy to
but
think that you can just go to concerts for Weezer. Like, I don't have that. I don't have that luxury.
I know we gotta get
You're
Weezer over
crazy.
to you. I saw him last year on where they played the entire Blue album. That was really killer.
That's
That was a killer
hilarious.
show.
You want Weezer? You can have Weezer.
We gotta get you some Weezer. We gotta send Weezer to you. I will call Rivers Cuomo and send him to you.
You guys have to, like, literally at this point, what is my life?
But
yeah, I saw a lot of concerts last year. I go to concerts a lot. That's a fun fact for all you vodders. That I like to go see a lot of live music.
Yep. Fun fact about
I perform in concerts more than I see them.
Yeah,
which is very fun.
Fun fact about me, I don't feel like I've ever been to a single concert. I've technically been to one. I didn't realize I was at one because it was such a small niche concert that like the amount of people there was just like I don't even consider it a concert, but it technically was. And I had to be reminded of it by like somebody by my sister who went with me. I was like, that wasn't a concert. And she's like, yeah, that technically was a concert. And I was like, that was small though.
I've been monitoring.
It was more like a gathering.
Yeah, I've been monitoring a music venue that's by where Aaron lives, and I'm like, if there's somebody cool that we're going, I'm gonna take Aaron to a concert, and we're gonna rock out. Hopefully, it's like a pirate metal concert or something crazy like that, so he can experience. Dude, if Windrose showed up, Aaron, you'd have such a good time.
Dude, we've had like our concert venue has had like Elton John, Billy Joel. We've had Five Finger Death Punch, which you might not know, but I like Five Finger Death Punch.
I like Five Finger Death Punch.
Like
my mom loves.
I have Rick Astley coming to Murcia
we had
this
Coldplay.
summer, and also ZZ Top, but not much else.
So like
I'm going to see the Living Tombstone like in September.
That's in September.
Yeah.
That'll be fun. I'm seeing next week. I'm seeing Nate Wants to Battle. He's coming. If you're into that side of the FNAF music scene.
I mean, like, yes, but what's the point of telling me that they're not coming to Europe? I'm screwed.
No, Nate. I'm lucky Nate's tour. I love Nate. I love his non-FNAF stuff more than I like his FNAF stuff. Honestly, he's great. I've seen him before. But the fact that this tour is pulled off is kind of a minor miracle because he was like, I am in no mental condition to do a tour, and then he's like, maybe I'm not, but I'm doing it anyways. So I don't know.
The football mentality.
Yep. There's it's funny because I feel like, you know, for a lot of bands that I love 70s progressive rock, and a lot of prog bands, they like can't tour the States because they're like from different places where they don't draw enough crowds in any place other than Europe. So there's a lot of bands that I'd have loved to have seen that have been by you, Thea. So you Spock's Beard didn't tour the States, which I'm sad about. I love Spock's Beard.
Hey, steering the conversation back to the topic at hand here, which is Lime and Lemon.
Yes.
First off, I guess. So did I ever get? I know I got an answer from RJ. I don't know that I ever got an answer from Thea. Like, how do you feel about the ending of season 2?
Honestly, like, I like the last comic. I think the most out of the latter half of the season because honestly, like at some point it felt a little bit odd. I don't know, like off-putting.
Yeah.
Not in the like there's a conflict between characters and I don't like it way, but like in a way that it just seems like it's just not where it's meant to go. Like that's a random train of intrusive thoughts that somebody had and didn't, you know, correct themselves back on course. It doesn't seem real. It doesn't seem like that is what would happen between those characters.
Yeah, and part of the problem, and this is why we're having a soft reboot, is that starting in season 2, I started exploring ideas ahead of when I would have really wanted to introduce them. But I had set up for them in season 1, and so I wanted to kind of at least fulfill on them in season 2. And I think in our soft reboot, what I'm going to end up doing is these things are not going to become, like, just like they've never happened and they will never happen again. But they're going to become more fleshed out, more context dependent, and more spread out too. Because that's another thing. Like, you experience all of that in 30 minutes, and it's quite the roller coaster. And you don't feel like maybe that there's some essential build-up that you would otherwise expect to be there. You don't feel like it's there. So with the soft reboot coming, which is a thing that's going to happen, by the way, for those of you who are not on the awares, the soft reboot is going to take the story, we're going to push it back chronologically to its beginning, and we're just going to take the time to flesh things out more. And I don't intend to retcon much of anything. I think so far as I recognize, there's only one thing I have to, like, retcon in terms of, like, it just can't exist in the comic anymore, which is the sort of origins of Seesaw are too mundane. They're humorous, but they're mundane.
You have to do more lore, more trauma, more mental illness.
But apart from that, I would say that what will change the most is probably the chronology of events and less the events happening, right? Like, so this idea of, like, Seesaw finding out stuff about Lemon it's a thread that will continue to exist, right? It will be expanded, stretched out, the proper buildup will be given to it, and then for that matter, the part where he recruits Lime in this sort of expedition, it'll be expanded, it'll be stretched out, there'll be context, right? Because we kind of just rush into it, and the reason we rush into it is because I'm playing with ideas, and I'm kind of still in my sandbox mode. At least when I was writing this, I was still very much in my sandbox mode. And now, getting to step back and kind of look at all the puzzle pieces, I think they fit better in a different order. And so we're going to do Season 3, and then we're going to do the soft reboot, and we're going to change the order. And it will hopefully fit together a lot more cohesively, be a lot more interesting. And I will say this too, while I was in the sandbox, I came up with some ideas that are not in the comics right now, that will be in the comics later, that I think are a good reason to say that we have not lost the suspense on this series by knowing that certain events will happen, right? Like, just because you know that Lime is gonna kind of, like, go on this investigative journey, seemingly against Lemon, just because you know that doesn't mean that you know actually what's coming up next, and it shouldn't drive away
Unless you have the
suspense.
script.
There is no script written that has what I have planned yet. So,
which is interesting because most of season 3 script is completed.
I'm not talking about season 3.
Yep, he's talking about the reboot.
I'm not talking.
Soft reboot.
I'm not talking about.
I missed that thread of thought entirely.
Yeah, we're going beyond.
My bad.
Season
It's
3.
3 a.m. I am tired.
You're all good. You're all good. But yeah, no. This is like your this is your charcuterie board. Charcuterie board. I've never been able to pronounce that word.
Charcuterie.
I will never.
Charcuterie.
I will never pronounce.
You don't pronounce a T as a T. It's a, like, muted, like, TD sound. Charcuterie.
Whatever. I'll drink it with my espresso.
I hate you so much. You're the kind of person who would think a beurre blanc sauce is just a cold white sauce. Because it's blanc, because it's white, and it's beurre, because it's cold.
That's funny. I like that. My name is Burr Blanc. I'm cold and white.
Thea, you give me too much credit. That was too advanced a joke for something I would come up with on the spot. But yeah, no.
Sort of going back to this season.
Yeah, go ahead.
You know, Thea mentioned, right, sort of that you know, if the that awkwardness sort of in the later half. It's funny because like for Thea, right, she's like, oh, that I don't feel like that's where the characters would go. I see it, I'm like, oh, there's a rift in the characters. Something feels wrong with the characters.
Yeah.
Right. Like I always took that as intentional. Right.
Well,
like I always took that as like oh, they're something's up, because there's new people and we're missing Seesaw sometimes and blah 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 blah. I always took that as intentional, so it's interesting to hear different interpretations of it.
Well, I mean, hopefully my explanation harmonizes what both you and Thea think. Because the answer is that you're both correct. It feels off. Well, I didn't really expand on it in the way that I could have, in the way that I want to. It feels intentional. It certainly was intentional, right? And it clearly still is intentional. But there's a way to marry those ideas better, which is why we're doing the soft reboot. But yeah, I mean, on to season 3, on to things that are in the very tangible future. I mean, you guys have read the scripts, I think. What would you like to share about it? And I will let you know if it's too much.
I'm excited for it.
I'll let you know if it's too much.
I think that I really like how the opening is.
Yeah.
Aaron and I had a long time talking about the opening, and he did his whole breakdown of it, and I really like the opening of season 3. I think it's a great transition. I think it's a great
I
checkpoint
can't
of where
remember
the
what the
characters are.
opening of season 3 is.
All good.
I
was really...
yeah, that's what I'll say. I'll say get hyped for it because it's cool.
Aaron, I
Can I get at least a vague hint that could remind me of it?
Sunrise.
That's it.
We reflect on our trio. That's about all I can say right now.
The only
because I remember the content of S3, but I don't remember where it starts.
The only thing I think of I could give as a hint is like an obscure reference that I know you won't get, so I can't give you a hint. I'm sorry.
Can you give me a less obscure reference?
That's what I'm trying to think
of. Anakin's Dark Deeds.
I am not a Star Wars person.
Dang it.
I'm a video game person. You're barking up the wrong tree.
There's a lot of Star Wars video games.
Somebody just heard Anakin's Dark Deeds and went, "Oh shit."
The Star Wars video games are still based on the movies. It's never been the other way around, so not much interest to me.
Dude,
I much prefer movies based on video games. Like the stupid FNAF movies, which I will inevitably go see day of release in the original dub, wearing half-finished cosplay. Like I have with the Mario movie, Resident Evil movie.
So have you seen
Uncharted?
Super Mario Galaxy movie?
Yeah.
Yeah. Aaron and I
listen,
went to see it.
I saw it day of release. Tell me why it was good. Like, I expected it to be so much worse. It is a sequel of a video game movie made by Universal. Like, that's a triple curse if I've ever heard one.
So
why is it decent?
Yeah.
Yeah, honestly, a decent amount. I expected so much worse.
I I thought that the overall narrative left a lot to be desired, but I felt that
Yeah, but like,
I felt that the action sequences were cool. It was very visually fun. I mean, lots of incredible cameos and fun things. Did it kind of feel like they just said, "Oh, we got to do this, yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh, we got to do this, yeah, yeah, yeah." Yes, it did, but I enjoyed it immensely.
like they could have done more with it. Yeah, but honestly, I don't hate what they've done to it. Maybe I just have bad taste.
Thea might
some...
Thea might find me in disagreement with this sentiment, but the sort of nature of season 2 of Lime and Lemon makes me think of the Super Mario Galaxy movie. A bunch of ideas put together that are really cool. Probably would have had more fun fleshing out, but as they are is pretty neat. Though I will say that I would say this too. Super Mario Galaxy movie is just in general, due to its like exorbitant budget, much better quality than Lime and Lemon season 2.
Yeah, like Nintendo pulled it off decently well. It's an enjoyable experience. Could it have been like more enjoyable?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, of course. But
is it the greatest movie of all time? No.
Of course not.
Is it? No. But did I enjoy it immensely? And as a fan of Mario and Nintendo, period, was I like, oh, like all the time? Yeah, I was.
Yeah,
I had a great
literally.
time.
It's for the kids and the fans, and that's okay.
Yes, exactly.
Video game movies don't carry an obligation to be, actual, really big, these grandiose, universally adored pieces of cinematography, because ultimately that's not their purpose. Like, yeah,
it happens
for example,
sometimes. It happens
legitimately
sometimes.
a good movie, like outside of the game. Is it a good movie? Yes.
Which one?
Absolutely. Iron Lung.
Oh, I haven't seen Iron Lung yet.
I
know
haven't
I'm
either,
terrible.
but I know the general rundown. I've seen the summarized version of it because, well, it's not accessible as a full movie.
How dare you
anywhere in
insult
Spain.
the masterpiece that is Sonic
But
3?
I think I get to wear the honor badge of I have seen Markiplier perform live on his tour.
What the
yeah.
hell?
Yeah, that is a rare one.
Yeah, at
that's a
some
good
point,
story.
I plan to get famous enough to just be able to, I don't know, call up Markiplier, tell him, yo, let's collab or something.
Dude, it was awesome, man. It was Mark, Bob, Wade, and Ethan, and they were all there, and they just played improv games for us. Like it was just like did improv games live.
Was it during the Unis Honest era or what?
No, this was pre Unis Honest.
Oh, so you're old. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, it was the You're Welcome tour.
So first off, you're old. Second of all, that was like ye old Markiplier. That was like before the grand scheme of things,
Yeah, it was before Heist.
Yeah,
it
he was hella popular, but he was smaller considerably.
It was I mean, he was still big, right? Because he's big, period, right? And it was a full packed large theater. It was very strange. Me and my mom went. And we were like, we were kind of dressed up because we were like, we're gonna go see a theater show. This should be really fun. Blah 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 blah. And we get there, and there's two types of people there. There are people who are wearing the Markiplier charity hoodie, who I think this is the first time they've left their house in probably 3 years, just to see Markiplier. And then there was this just army of middle school girls that worshipped him and sang the "Oh Space is Cool" song 24/7. It was very straight. And then there's me and my mom who are dressed like we're going to a Broadway show in the middle of it. Great show, super fun. I was just like, what is the Markiplier fan base and what is going on? I just like Five Nights at Freddy.
Insane people. Yeah, but that's not a surprise to anybody, really.
It was still cool. It was a very, very cool show, and a merit badge that I can now earn now that Markiplier's, kicking butt out there, man. I'm proud of him, dude. I'm proud of him.
I am immensely jealous of you.
So I guess, are you guys done talking about Lime and Lemon? You have anything else you want to talk about?
I have a message, a personal message.
Uh-oh.
Personal
for
message.
everybody who watches the VOD.
Uh-oh.
Oh no.
I
Here
am
we are.
personally offering to sing any cover in Lime's rendition of literally any song except like the really serious, horrible political ones, you know? I will
Yeah, I
find the
hate
music,
Happy
make the
Birthday.
music. I don't care. I'm a professional singer. I'm paid to do this. If you donate to Ko-Fi and request it in the message, please give us money.
Thea,
Please.
I like that.
Thea, I like that. I will. I don't. I'd make. Yeah. Yeah. Well, I can think of a
I am
lot of different
so
songs
ready
that.
to make some cursed lemon audios. Lemon audios. I'm fine with that.
I will just say this offer expires at Thea's discretion. Like,
Yes, yeah,
let me be
that's what I would say.
very clear.
I'm gonna push this to the absolute limit.
Like, anybody who listens to this on VOD 5 years from now, I cannot promise that that offer is still around. But
You can probably still email me,
You're welcome to try.
and I'll probably still do it.
Um,
Because I'm a people pleaser.
Eventually, they'll
Yeah,
start
it's like
asking
it's not
you
really
for
that much of a
They'll start asking you for
big.
repeats, and you just start sending the files you already have.
At some point, somebody's ought to, like, ask for Weezer. And I'm just gonna send them Buddy Holly.
Yeah.
What if I want you
At
to do
some
the
point,
entire
somebody's
Blue
gonna.
album, Thea? What if I want you to do the entire Blue album? No.
You're
What if I
gonna
want
have
you
to
to do
pay
all
me.
of Pinker? What if I want you to do all of Pinkerton?
You're gonna have to pay me for the entirety of Pinkerton.
For the entirety of Pinkerton? Ooh.
What? Okay.
That might be worth
Yeah,
it.
and
I
it's
have
like.
a job now. I make money again.
What is the entirety of Pinkerton? Like, does that mean $1 per song, or rather the amount that it would cost in order to produce the album? Because I'm thinking the latter.
No, it's gonna be like a Ko-Fi donation equals a song, so $5 a song, which I think is a pretty normal price. Like,
Ko-Fi is
if you're willing to
$1.
pay that much,
Yeah.
Not 5. It's 1.
It's $1.
It's $1.
you can. Okay, well, like the default on Ko-Fi is 5. So
Yeah, we changed it.
$5. That sucks. It's $5. I'm sorry, guys. I misled you. It's a $5 per song. I'm very sorry.
Okay, so you have to subscribe to Ko-fi plus $4.
You can make a custom donation there, you know?
Well, yes, they could donate 5 straight up, but then they wouldn't be on the monthly plan.
You could buy yourself and your family a Lime and Lemon Ko-Fi subscription.
Get the Lime and Lemon family plan for just $5 a month.
Yeah.
You and your family can listen to Thea sing Buddy Holly.
Exactly. That's a pretty lucrative business plan if you think about it. Besides, like, at some point,
I think you want to sing Buddy Holly.
should
I don't. I already sang it, but I
what
do
about
want
Sweater
more
Song?
engagement. I do want more engagement, and what makes more engagement than one of the main voice actors being a person of memes? Like, have we learned nothing with Gianni?
Yeah. Well, I will say
that person is my absolute idol. Like, it's Gianni and Otto and nobody else. You know?
Maybe we just
Oh,
throw
see,
out.
I thought I was your idol.
Maybe we just throw out all previous conceptions of tier names, and we just go individual, family plan. And then what would the third one be? It'd be like corporate package.
It's a student plan.
Enterprise.
School package. No, but okay, I have an
Educational
idea
edition.
actually for the conception of the tiers. What if we like propose it as a citrus tree? So it's gonna be like the lowest tier is like a sprig, then the second tier is like a tree, then the third tier is like a garden, then it's like an orchard, you know?
Idea.
Hello.
Yes, we heard. I heard. It's an idea.
No. Like you said idea in the exact same inflection you would say hi Thea, and I was like, hello, hi.
Hilarious.
Yes, I know. I'm a very comedic person.
Yes, indeed, and that's why we hired you.
For my jokes, not for my voice. Wow.
Yep, that's exactly
If
right.
someone, if Thea does Buddy Holly, I'll do Say It Ain't So, and then Aaron, you have to do Sweater Song.
I mean, I did do Buddy Holly. I can literally send you the file. I have it
Wait,
on my
Or did you
computer.
only
It's like half
do
a
the
song.
entirety of it?
Sweater
I
Song.
didn't do the entirety of it because I didn't have time, but I did do the first verse and the chorus.
Does it count? Got to do the whole thing. In fact, actually, here's a new challenge: do the whole thing, but you have to also sing all the instruments. So you have to beatbox, you have to sing the lick, you have to go. You know?
That would be so funny. Actually, I am very down to do that if you are down to like mix it because the only tool I currently have in my possession is Audacity. And mixing all of that in Audacity is going to be a nightmare.
A seesaw song. A seesaw song.
As Sweater,
That
dude.
sounds
Sweater,
cursed.
you gotta do Sweater.
I mean, yeah,
Do you want
Sweater
to
saw
destroy
song.
my sweater?
No, but seriously, RJ. Again, if that is a thing, if you can mix it for me as a sound person, or if Aaron can do it, I don't care.
Aaron would mix it. I am a notoriously horrible mixer. My own music, I actually send to
Aaron,
my dad.
will you mix the lime Buddy Holly, but every single instrument is lime?
It depends on how you provide it to me.
In individual files.
I can teach you how to export it as
MP3.
stems. You can get stems. I can teach you how to do that.
Okay.
Sure.
Or Thea, you could send it to me. I can make it stems that Aaron could do.
So we've gotten Thea's note to the community. RJ, do you have a note to the community?
My note to the community is thank you all for watching and supporting this project. This has been a ridiculously fun project to be on. It's been it's been great. Met a lot of great people because of it. It's always been great to work with Aaron. So please do support. And definitely go to the Kofi. I may not be able to promise anything special from me on the Kofi unless things get ramped up. So I'm but at the same time, please do support it. There's a lot of really cool stuff on there. A lot of it gets. I do a lot with the series with Aaron, and one of the things I do is help with the soundtrack and make sure the soundtrack is okay and good. And they're really good. They're like high quality things, and that you can download and put into your music library and whatnot. And it's really great music. I do play some guitar on the season 2 soundtrack specifically. So if you're into really weird guitars noises, there's some of RJ special in there. But yeah, keep supporting. Look out for season 3 because it's gonna be a blast. And yeah, that's my message to the community.
Yeah, I mean,
Wow, you talk fast.
As I said at the beginning about the soundtrack, that's 40 minutes of music for $1. I am rounding up. It's 37 minutes. Shoot me. But a lot of music that went into just one season for $1. So, and it will be released tomorrow as of this video. So, yeah. I mean, my note to the community is kind of what it's always been, which is we really appreciate you guys. This series would not exist without you, and I truly mean that. The team that makes this, they don't make it for a lot of money. They don't make it for any other reason than they like to make it. Everybody here and everybody not here can attest to the fact that the reason that we work on this project is because we love it. At the end of the day, it's not for the money because we're not really getting much money. It's not for the clout, because maybe one day.
You're so broke. Please pay us.
Maybe one day we'll be lucky enough that, you know, this will actually be something that people will like look back on and be really excited about. But we do it for us. First and foremost, we do it for us, and that's it's gotten us very, very far. But you know, the fact that we have other people watching and just we have other people cheering us on, not necessarily with dollars, but even just with comments, even just by saying hi, is wild and beautiful, and we love it.
Your
And
comments mean the world to us. Please leave a comment.
we love you. I would be probably just as, if not more, fulfilled to see 1,000 comments in my comment section tomorrow as opposed to $1,000 on our Ko-fi. And I mean that, like, cause dollar is important, sure, but to be able to be a part of a community that really likes what you do, then you actually get to see what that impact is, on a more tangible level than a dollar. Money's money. Doesn't really mean much, on its own. So, but yeah, that's how I feel about it. Hopefully you guys feel the same. Thank you for being around. Thank you for watching this whole thing. I don't know why you did. Show's over. Go home, as Ferris Bueller would say. But yeah, no, we appreciate you
3
guys.
a.m. my time.
Happy 3 a.m.
And it's probably 3 a.m. your time, VOD watcher, so you need to go and get some sleep.
Go to bed, get some rest, stay hydrated, love one another.
Watch One Piece. Maybe don't. It's really long. It's very, very long. Very, very,
Watch
very,
Lime and
very
Lemon.
long. Watch Lime and Lemon instead. It's a lot shorter. Better use of your time.
If you have us on the second monitor and
Don't
gaming,
support fascists.
All right. And have a nice night or morning or afternoon. Whatever
Have a nice
you're doing.
time of day.
Good afternoon, good evening, and good night.
Yep. Amen to that. And
Bye-bye, everybody.
bye.
Bye-bye.
До свидания.